Hello, friends.
Hello, everyone.
How are you?
Testing our sound. Can everyone hear us? Testing?
Yeah, let us know if there are any sound issues.
Yeah,
High, low, whatever.
let us know in the comments. Okay, I'm just going to send this. I'm sending a picture to Shauna. We'll talk about it in a little while. Right there, Shauna. Boy, what would we do without all this technology?
Have a lot fewer problems. That's what we would do.
Oh my goodness. We were trying to work out our
Oh.
sound yesterday and today, and we ended up going right back to our iPad. So let us know how our sound is,
Let
please.
us know. We can make a change if we need to, so let us know.
Here's the comments. And we appreciate everyone coming on. Oops, this is Fixing My Faith. We don't see comments. If you're on Fixing My Faith, that's great. But if you want to make comments or come on the program, then you need to go to Joe and Fran Garino. So we're being streamed on two different StreamYards. Joe and Fran Garino, if you want to comment or come on the program. Fixing My Faith, if you want to just watch it. Okay, Sparky's on. Sparky's our sound check.
What do you say, Sparky?
Hearing the two of you very well.
Testing 111.
Okay, good. As long as we're close enough to the iPad, we're good.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
And if we have to, like I said, we'll make a change. We can make a change.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so we got quite a few that are on right now.
Yeah.
And I sent the picture over to Shauna. I just have to get the all the numbers.
Our good friend,
Mr. CIA.
Hello, if you're listening.
Yes, and we hope you're feeling better.
Yeah. You're under the weather right now, and that's not very fun. But he made us aware that there's well, you'll see the picture.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Shauna, if you got that picture, if you can put it up, please. And I'll try to find the statistics again. Oh, brother.
And
Oh, I know where it is. I sent it to Rick. It's in an email to Rick.
oh, you don't. Oh, you.
I wrote it down, but I may have.
Picture?
No, the picture's on its way to Shauna.
Detail.
Yeah, the details. The details are in Rick.
It's not that we have a fascination with Watchtower,
Mm-mm.
but they say you should keep your enemies closer than your friends.
Mm.
Now, I don't consider Watchtower my enemy. I really don't. But I believe they are enemies of goodness and enemies of of security and enemies of together families. That they are enemies of that.
Okay, I got it.
So it's good to keep track of what they're doing. So what do you have?
So Mr. CIA sent us a picture of the assembly hall in Woodbury that's in Long Island. And it was originally a Geico plant or a Geico building, and the witnesses bought it. So they just had their dedication last weekend, Saturday and Sunday, November 29th through the 30th. Here's a picture of it. They had the dedication. Jeffrey Jackson gave 2 talks, one each day. He brought out how they have to change some scriptures in the Bible.
Yeah,
imagine that.
Change some scriptures, yeah. Make sure you keep reading the Bible because it's always changing.
But we are the true religion. He kept emphasizing that over and over again. We are the true religion. Also, how Jehovah answered their prayers to get permission from the town so they could get occupancy.
Yeah.
Doesn't everyone have to do that?
Yeah.
But they were waiting in their cars. They were waiting all day, and they finally got their occupancy.
Yeah.
So, they got to build it up. They got to make everything a big deal. As if no other institution has to do that. There were 1,500 in person for the dedication, and 16,680 on Zoom. Now we know that this is all publicity. It's a big publicity.
Hype.
All hype. There are 80 congregations in Long Island. The assembly hall seats 2,100. It is 53,000 square feet. They have 709 parking spaces. So there's some, it's the baptismal pool right there. So they made a big deal about this assembly hall and how great they're doing and all the increases. Shauna, thank you for getting those extra pictures. I didn't, that's really nice you got those. Thank you. So anyway, if anyone is here listening from Long Island or near Long Island, let us know in the comments, because they used to have to go to, Mr. CIA, correct me, but didn't you have to go to Brooklyn? Where did they have, or Queens, excuse me. I think they went to Queens for their assemblies, and there was no parking. The seats were crowded. It was a pain getting there because of traffic. So that's why they wanted to have this. What did I do, honey? Can you help me here? I just came disconnected.
You can keep talking.
But anyway, so we wanted to give that. Right there. So we just wanted to highlight that. Not like Joe said, not because we, admire Watchtower or anything like that. We just like to keep people abreast of what's going on. But they claim that they've got more people, and they're really building it up.
Look, everything they've claimed is not true. It hasn't been, so I don't expect it to become true. Usually when someone practices lies, they usually get better and better at it.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, enough about that.
Yeah, but the positive thing is so many people are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So the ones that are presently part of that are also Pima.
Mm-hmm.
They're in there.
Yes.
But they don't want to lose, so they're staying in there. At some point, things are going to get a little more clear as to what to do and why and how.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but life holds twists and turns that we can't always predict.
Yeah. And the reason why he goes by Mr. CIA is because he is like spying on them.
Oh, yeah.
And, he has to go to the meetings when he's able, because his wife is still in and he has, grandchildren. So, he was in it for 50 years. He's up there in age. What do you do? When you're in your 70s, I mean, Joe and I, we had each other, and we didn't have a lot of extended family. Yes, our children, but we were willing to take that risk and hoping that maybe someday they'd come around. But he has no one. Well, he has one child that's out. I won't say. I don't want to give too much information. But anyway, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
With a lot of PMOs.
Yeah. Every day's new. Every day's different. Every day things are changing.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, keep that chat going. And later on, if anyone wants to come on, the topic is the power of forgiveness. Yeah. But do you want Seth to do the birthdays?
Seth, birthdays first.
It's birthday time, and let me tell you, I probably will botch a lot of these because I didn't go through the list very extensively. But we can start here. December 1st, Angela Glass. December 2nd, Becky Ross and Mindy Grossman. December 3rd, that's today, happy birthday to Rich Bender. December 4th, Joseph Nobles and Emmanuel Hitu. I think that's right. December 6th, Lori Bell and Anna Willis. December 7th, we have Dave Carlio. December 8th, we have Bonnie Mullen and Denise Forbes. December 9th, we have MJ and Christian. December 10th, Chelsea and Gail Antonucci. I hope that's right. Micah Loss, Colin, and CO Visit, or that may be CO Visit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Colin,
Okay.
his channel is a CO Visit.
Okay. That's awesome. December 11th, we have Priscilla Garrison. December 12th, Kelly Carter and Monica Kincaid. December 13th, there's Will Chandler and Jessica. December 14th, Donna Lawson. December 15th, we have Michael, 15 years old. That's getting out. That's getting up there, I'm telling you. December 16th, Erica Wagner. December 17th, we have Kumi, who will be 51, and ICU. December 19th, you have Dave Roberts. December 21st is Sarah Schoolcraft. December 22nd, Caddy Lunick. Hey, you got.
I don't even know.
I don't know, but
I don't
that's
even know.
it's a good try. I don't know.
All right. December 23rd, Omar Barrientos. December 24th, Chloe Morgan. December 25th, Charlotte Perkins. December 28th, Hannah Regina. December 29th, we have Nancy Scott and Ian Kinlock. And December 31st, Gary Alt. That's an exciting happy birthday to all. And
Happy
eventually
birthday.
we will get through this. And by the time December's over, hey, we'll have to
Doing-
move on.
No, you did good.
Doing
You did
great.
very well.
I like listening to you.
We got our
Dakota.
birthday song.
It's birthday time, Coda. Love the birthdays, but now it's time for anniversaries this month. And right now it looks like we just have one on December 5th. So in 2 days, we have Lance and Linda celebrating a beautiful 45 years. So congratulations to Lance and Linda.
Yeah, we need some more anniversary.
Okay, so we have our upcoming events for December. We have the ExJW meetup in Phoenix, Arizona. That'll be December 20th at 12 o'clock. It'll be December 20th at 10 a.m. You have the Shake Shack, it's hard to say, at Uptown Plaza at the Camelback and Central, Phoenix, Arizona. So be sure you get in on that. Bring your close friends and spouse as well. It says, I love that. And then that's the organization. It's organized by the Liberati, and you can go look on the website there and for more details. And we also have December 20th, the Feliz Navidad New York City meetup, December 20th at 5 p.m. through 8 p.m. Oh, I love that picture. That is so beautiful.
Wow.
So it says, join us Saturday, December 20th for the best kind of new light. Oh, that's clever. A joyful celebration of liberty, community, and holiday cheer. So if you're in the New York City area, definitely get on the website, find this. It'll be, again, it says there, there's the address in Brooklyn, New York. So be sure to get a hold of the Liberati as well on the organization, the organizer's website. You can find that on ExJWFriends.com. Next one, it looks like it's Exit Generation and another Phoenix meetup, December 20th at 6 p.m. So this is another one in the Phoenix area on December 20th. You can find out more information on that on the website as well. RSVP. This one is definitely, you want to do it also through the Liberati website. You can get a lot of information there. December 24th is an ExJW celebration in Indiana. So this is, I found out about this one last week. How cool is that? ExJW Christmas celebration, December 24th and 25th. and it's going to be there in Indiana, close to Indianapolis, I think. Be sure to book in advance because it's going to be limited overnight. But be sure to RSVP by December 10th. That's coming up very shortly. So there's the email. Write that down, and be sure to get your reservations in. That sounds like it's going to be really cool. And then you have another one, December 28th, ExJW Christmas celebration in New York. This one's going to be 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. I'm assuming Eastern time. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It looks like, oh, I love these pictures. This one's in Frankfurt, New York with Joe and Fran. So that's with Joe and Fran there. So everyone knows them. So RSVP, come to it, take pictures, be happy. I guess they can give you more info on that one too.
Yeah, if we could show those that picture again, because I want to give credit to oh boy, name just left me.
Who?
Diana Lost.
Oh.
Diana Lost.
Making
Yeah, she makes up the
invitations.
invitations for us, and she made up the one for Jen in Indiana.
Yeah.
So actually, that is Jen's living room with the tree, and so we used both of the pictures, one for Jen in Indiana and one for ours in Frankfurt. If you missed any of those details, just go to the website, ExJWFriends. We hope more people use the website. And again, go ahead, Seth. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, that's fine. I needed to hear that myself. So yeah, keep going to the website. We there's a lot of cool information there. I've been exploring it a little bit at a time, but yeah, here under the Friends, Therapists, and Life Coaches tab, you're going to find just that. And these are all people who have experience with the ExJW community. They know what we've been through. They've known what we continue to go through in our daily growth, as long as we're growing. So check out some of these people, get in contact with them. That's why this website exists. This is why we're here, because we're here for each other. You're not alone in this battle. In fact, it says it right there on the top of the page. You're not alone. We're here for each other.
Thank you, Seth.
Great job, Seth.
Absolutely. Felicia sends her best love and wishes. She's in there dealing with a kiddo.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. And thank Felicia.
That's support.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, we're here.
Yes. We kept saying that we were going to have a guest, Deanna Elise Moore, and today she was on her way back from the airport, dropping off a few of the folks that were with her, and she had car problems. Really, I mean, she's okay, but the car's not okay, and so we're going to try to reschedule that. Hopefully, maybe next week. We'll keep stay tuned. But in the meantime, it's just Joe and I and you. So
yeah, well, just a little background to what car problems are. Brake problems is what it was. If you're driving your car, you're wearing your brakes out. In other words, they were new once, but as soon as you continue to drive, as long as you continue, they're just getting worn down to danger. Nothing, no brakes. You can go, but you won't be able to stop. So it's so good to keep track of when you did them, and also even to have them checked out and inspected along the way, because you never know what can happen. They do wear out. They work great until they don't. Mm-hmm. So keep your ears open for the wrong sounds and change them before you need to.
Yep. Good point.
Preventative maintenance.
Yes.
You can do that with the relationships too.
Yeah. Which brings us to our topic of forgiveness. Do you want me to get right into the word forgive?
Yeah, forgive.
Okay.
Forgive.
All right. So this is according to Google. The English word forgive comes from the Old English forgifan. I think I'm saying it right. And a combination of the prefix for, meaning completely, and the verb gifan or gifan, meaning to give. It's
To
Giefan.
completely give.
Right, to completely give. It is a calic or literal translation of the Latin perdone, like
Perdonare.
pardon.
That's perdonare.
Perdonare. You should read
How you doing, Fred?
Perdonare, to give completely. The noun forgiveness is derived from this verb with ness added in Middle English to denote the state of being. So again, forgefan, to give, grant, allow, and also to give up. Prefix for signifies completely or thoroughly. The root gifan means to give and comes from the Proto-Indo-European root gaba. Okay.
Yeah. And anything else?
Um,
Latin and Greek influence?
mhm. We mentioned
Perdonare.
perdonare. Yeah.
Okay. The Greek word aphiemi, whatever, also relates to forgiveness, meaning to send away, to let go, or release, symbolizing the cancellation of a debt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, forgive. Well,
So the power, we're talking about the power of forgiveness.
if I live all by myself,
Mm.
is it, who do I have to forgive? It's not a trick question, but
Well,
generally,
yeah, you don't have relationships with
right.
anyone, so there's no one to forgive. We only have to forgive if there's other people involved.
Well, it seems that that's true in relationships that becomes necessary, but we do also have to forgive ourselves because we can do something that we really, really, really are disappointed in. We can do that. We've done that. We'll probably do it again sometime. Disappointing yourself. Well, I can't go on it. I what do I do now? Or
Mhm.
I ruined everything. I don't know how we can ever recover it. Well, there's something needed there. Otherwise, you won't continue to go forward. And the giving part is interesting because you mentioned
Mhm.
if you're not in a relationship. Well, we're in a relationship with ourselves. We relate to ourselves.
Yeah.
And the person who we are. It's a relation with yourself, you and your conscience.
So we have to forgive ourselves sometimes.
You got a conscience. I got a conscience. Everyone has a conscience.
Yeah.
We have to deal with our consciences in that respect. Now, but with a relationship, and what a relationship is, you're relating to someone. What do you mean you're relating to someone? Well, we're creatures of need. I need something. I'm always looking for something. Looking for food, looking for money, looking for warmth, looking for shelter.
Yes.
Looking.
Mhm.
And I want to get. That seems to be our nature. We're getters.
Mhm.
But you get in a relationship and all of a sudden now you're a giver and the other person's a giver. So you're getters and givers. You're both getters and givers.
Mhm.
That's great. I like what I get from that person, and they
Mhm.
like what I give, and vice versa. Well, that's really cool. That's really great. It's wonderful. But isn't the course of all human events, sometimes we give something that the other person doesn't like. Maybe we gave something that hurts the other person, in which case, now I'm not so sure. The other person is not so sure. They want to continue getting from that person. I don't like what I got from you. It's like, well, what then? What then? We had a relationship or have a relationship. We're moving forward with it because usually that's what you, in order to move forward, you know, we need to continue to get all sorts of things. We need to get energy. We need to get insight. We need to get get directions. We need to get interest, meaning, and again, that's all part of relating, giving and getting, something that helps us to do all that. But sure enough, something happens, and all of a sudden, one person says, "I don't, I don't like what I got, and I'm not looking forward to anything more from you, or I'm certainly not looking forward to that anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm hurt, or I'm disappointed, or I'm distant now." Well, the other person could have a different reaction. That they could be surprised. It's like, well, I didn't know. I didn't realize that. Or what's the problem? I didn't mean anything by that. I think you're over concerned about it. The offended person, they're still offended. I mean, um, that, and they don't want to give anymore. It's like, I'm through giving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to give under circumstances like this. So if the other person, the offender or the mistaker, wants to retain that relationship, um, they need to do something, and the other person also needs to do something. Both need to do something. The one who's offended needs to forgive. Well, why should they forgive? Why should I forgive? Um, for what? For what you did that took from me, what hurt, what cheated, or whatever, or disappointed? The other person might say, I truly am sorry for that. So the other person would seek forgiveness. In other words, one has to give it,
Mm-hmm.
the other would rightly
Seek it.
seek it
Mm-hmm.
to receive it. So they're still giving. There's still a give and take, give and take, give and take. So it's very interesting. Good relationships are give and take. People who are interested in give and take, and also where there's a give and take of forgiveness. You give it, I give it. We both give it. We're willing to give and give forgiveness and take your apology. I'm willing to, because otherwise you're not going to go forward anymore. You're not going to have a relationship. You're going to be through. We're through. We're through. No more. No more.
Mm-hmm.
Because or maybe you say, well, it's really going to change things. We're not going to break the relationship up, but it's really going to change things. We may not go forward anymore. Well, is that a problem? Not going forward? Well, if you think about it, I mean, it's just a simple way to think. Our feet kind of point in the direction that we need to go. They point forward. So we walk forward. We want to move forward. And relationships are designed to help both people or numbers of people, whatever, move forward in a way better and easier than they could otherwise. But because we disappoint each other in sometimes very deep ways,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes very deep forgiveness is required. To give it and to seek it. Otherwise, you're not going to keep going forward. Both are going to be stalled. It's like a car that's going forward, but there's a breakdown. Well, what happened? It was running fine. All of a sudden, this thing just quits. This car, it was great, but then all of a sudden, this.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, you're not so glad you have that car. It's like, this thing let me down. Well, I think I'm going to junk it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're probably not going to junk it, unless, of course, it's worthy of being junked. But no. And you determine, no, it's not. It served me well. And it's the only one you've got. I need to forgive it. Your car. You need to forgive your car. Actually, you're going to have to give something to your car. You're going to have to, and you know that. Otherwise, you're not going to keep moving with it. It's like, oh, I didn't plan on that. You're darn right you didn't plan. Well, maybe you should have planned on it, because everything breaks down. Everything. So you give.
Mm-hmm. Can I just interrupt
Please.
a second? Happy Thought says, so true, Joe. Negativity holds one captive to moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Sheila.
Yeah.
And Seth said, I use a lot of the things we talk about here in my life at work and things too. It sure helps me stay positive, fight depression and all.
Yeah. Yeah. Depression is one of those things that doesn't help us move forward, does it? It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
And Jane Spitfire said, humans make mistakes. They can be big or small, but it depends on the situation.
Yeah, so it does.
Sten said, we can only move forward, but stop looking back, or you will fall off a cliff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like what you said. Your feet are pointing forward. We want to move forward. So.
Yeah. We don't feel right if we're not. We just don't feel right. And that brings up friendship, for example. Well, why would I have a relationship? Because you're going to need one. Okay, so I'm going to need one. Well, actually, someone else is going to need it too. Yeah. And that makes the best friends.
Mm-hmm.
People who need what the other person has. Oh, great. Well, yes, it could be great if you care for a relationship, and if you are careful, and also if you're ready to forgive, and willing to forgive, and ready to seek forgiveness, and do anything. I'll do anything that I need to straighten this out. I will do anything. See, you're going to do that with your car in most cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got a trip ahead of you. I didn't plan on this. Well, okay, you didn't plan on it. But you're not going to move forward with that car if you don't do everything that it needs to move forward. You're going to say, well, I'll only do half of what it needs. Well, if you only do half, you're not going to move forward. Mm-hmm. You're going to do whatever you're even going to be willing to take a loan out for it. Or you may want to scrap the car. You may at that point determine, you know what? I'm through giving for this car, because you determine at that point it's not worth your continued investment, and it's up to you. On the other hand, if you value the car and what it does for you, you will do that, and it's like you're forgiving the car for letting you down. And frankly, it's going to give you back, because you know that if you give, it's going to give you back what you need. And relationships aren't too much different than that. Not too much, but kind of like that. You know, if you value something, you need to be able and ready to keep giving and maintaining that relationship of giving and taking. And sometimes there's a saying, taking some crap. Or don't give me that crap. Oh, I'm sorry I gave it. I didn't mean. Well, I'm never going to forgive you. Well, look, what can I do? I'm sorry. I know it's stupid. It was way off base. I'm willing to do it. I can to straighten it out. You know? And so goes forgiveness, the power of it. And that same thing has to do with ourself. Because if we don't forgive ourselves for the foolishness or mistakes or the shortcomings,
That's a big one.
You might conclude that you're not worthy of your own forgiveness. It's a common thing. It really is a common thing that a person may not feel worthy of their own forgiveness.
Yeah. We've got that video.
Oh, yeah.
This is I think we had him on once before. He's a Chinese professor. And so you have to listen closely. And I'm not sure, I think he has one of his students reading. So it's only 7 minutes, but he talks about forgiveness, and then we can talk about it more. Now, are we going to invite ones to come on?
Of course.
Yeah, we'll open up the chat if anyone wants to come on.
Okay, it's possible like a man kills your daughter, and then he's put in prison for the longest time. And he does all this evil, and so can he be forgiven? And the answer is yes. Because the only way for this world to work is if people are allowed to be forgiven. If people are not allowed to be forgiven, this entire world, this entire universe breaks down. That's why God is a God of forgiveness. Okay? Because if you think about it, if you think, okay, if we don't have forgiveness, what world do we live in? We live in a world of vengeance, right? If you kill my daughter, then I have to go kill your daughter. And then you're going to have to go kill my family, and then I have to go kill your family, okay? So the only way for this world to work, the only way for it just to prevail is if we're allowed to forgive each other. And previously, we don't have a tool to forgive each other because we ourselves don't have the wisdom. And now with the arrival of Jesus, we remember that if Jesus forgive us, Jesus will forgive me always. And so if I turn towards Jesus, then I will be forgiven.
Like currently, I think I still could not forgive myself for making that mistake. Like I think whatever things that I do to make up the mistake, I think I could not forgive me at that time making that mistake.
Right, but at the same time, you went to prison, right? You've been punished already. So justice has been served. So you can now forgive yourself. Okay, just because you believe in Jesus doesn't mean you won't go to prison for killing someone. You're still going to go to prison. But now you can forgive yourself because you've done your time and also because you remember that Jesus forgives you, okay? But the only way for you to move on in your life, the only way for society to move on is if you're able to forgive yourself. Okay, does it make sense? If in a world there's no forgiveness, this world would break down really quickly because everyone would just kill each other. Okay? So, and again, what's happening is this, and this is what Dante teaches us. You're thinking with your head, okay? Because you're still young. When you grow older and your heart matures and you have more life experience, then you'll be able to feel with your heart. Once you feel with your heart, all this will make sense to you, okay? But I completely understand where you're coming from because at your age, if someone told me this, I'd be like, you're crazy. This makes no sense. Because if you do evil, then your entire life should be one of evil. If you do evil, evil should come to you. Okay? But what Jesus is saying is like, no, in that world, no one can be happy, okay? Because the people whose evil has been done to them are so focused on vengeance, on hatred, on anger, that you can never ever be a happy person. Okay? You leave the monad, you leave the divine, okay? So when you hate someone, you're actually hating yourself as opposed to that person. Okay? All right. So now that we understand the this idea, now what Don is going to explain is, why are we here? Okay? What's the purpose of the universe? Okay? Can you read, Alan?
You say, I see that water, see the fire and air and earth, and all that they compose come to the corruption and endure so briefly. And yet these two were things created. If what has been said above is true, then these things never should be subject to corruption.
Okay, so the idea is like God is perfect, everything he creates is perfect. So if that's the case, then why do we die? And so what Preacher says is this. God is perfect, he creates perfection, but he creates the laws of the universe. He creates the game, okay? That's perfect. The things within the game enter a cycle of destruction and life and death, okay? Because that's the only way for the game, for the universe to work properly. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, keep on reading.
Brother, the angels and the pure country where you are now, these may be said to be created, and they are in all their being. Whereas the elements you have mentioned, as well as those things that are made from them, receive their form from a created power. The matter they contain has been created, just as within the stars that well about them. The power to give form had been created. The rays and motion of the holy lights draw forth the soul of every animal and plant from matter able to take form.
Okay, so do you understand? The world, the laws of the universe are created, okay?
But your life is breathed forth immediately by the chief God, good, who so enamors it of his own self that it desires him always. So reasoning, you also can deduce your resurrection. You need but remember the way in which your human flesh was fashioned, when both of the first parents were created.
Okay, so the world that we live in is a world in which we can make mistakes, in which we can learn, we can grow, okay? And we don't have to worry about making mistakes, because when we die, all that will happen is we'll just return to the good, and we will be reincarnate, okay? We'll come back. Jesus was resurrected, but we will be resurrected as well. And we have infinite opportunity to grow as souls. And that's the purpose of life. To learn, to make mistakes, to be creative, to imagine new possibilities. That's why we were created, okay? And to ensure that we can continue to grow, there's death, okay? Death allows for a reset. Death allows us to rejuvenate ourselves and learn from our mistakes. So don't think about this lifetime, think about all possible lifetimes and live your life accordingly to that, okay? Make the most of your life here by making as many mistakes as possible, because only by making mistakes can you actually grow as a soul, okay? All right, so this is Leonardo da Vinci's famous painting, The Last Supper. Now, this depicts Jesus before his betrayal, before he is crucified by the Romans. Okay, what's really interesting about this painting is you can see there's a number here, right? 3, 3, 1, 3, 3. When you go to the Bible and you look for the passage 33, 1, 3, 3 in Lamentations, you have this quotation.
For no one is cast off by the Lord forever. Through he brings grief, he will show compassion. So great is his unfalling love, for it does not willingly bring affliction or grief to anyone.
Okay, that's who Jesus is, okay? Jesus came to remind us that we will all be forgiven in the end. So forgive other people, okay? Love your enemy. All right? Okay, so let's look at what actually the Bible says, okay? So this is what Jesus taught. And again, I believe this is what Jesus taught because, one, the Gospel of Thomas is a unique voice. Remember, the thing about poetry is that it is unique. it is the divine spark itself. So it cannot be replicated, okay? So when we read the Gospel of Thomas, you can see this is poetic. This is beautiful. When it touches you, it's a divine spark. That's number one. Number two is what it teaches aligns with every other poet prophet that we've studied so far, right? Number three is these other poet prophets like Dante and Dostoevsky, they go back and they're able to see exactly what Jesus was teaching us, okay? So that's why I'm convinced that the Gospel of Thomas is the true teachings of Jesus. And there are also other teachings of Jesus that we find in the Bible that also conforms to our theory, okay? So this is from the Gospel of Matthew. And this is called the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus stands on a hill and he's preaching the secrets of the universe to people, okay? So can you read, please, Alan?
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness. Of theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
So this is a message to people, right? What matters is the spark inside of you. It doesn't matter how wealthy you are. It doesn't matter how powerful you are. In fact, it is probably those who are slaves that will benefit, who are more virtuous. And as such, they will inherit the kingdom. Okay, keep on reading.
You are the salt of earth, but if the salt loses its saintliness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything, except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand. And it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify you, Father in heaven.
Okay, so be the light, okay? Every one of you has a light in you. Every one of you has the power to change the universe. Every one of you has a power to do good in this world. Okay, keep on going.
You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemy and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. He causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and unrighteous. If you love those who love you, what reward will you get? Are not even the tax collectors doing that? And if you grate only your own people, what are you doing more than others? Do not even pagans do that. Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect.
Okay, we are in this world to do as much good as possible. Thank evil people because it gives you opportunity to do good, okay? There's no evil in the world. How could you possibly do good? Right? Keep on going.
Do not store up for yourself treasures on earth, where moth and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourself treasures in heaven, where moth and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also.
Okay, so focus on your own spiritual enlightenment. Focus on making your heart pure, good, and virtuous. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about money and these things, because when you die, you can't take these things with you, but your heart will always follow you wherever you are. Okay, keep on going.
The eye is a lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness?
Okay, so this is a really important idea, okay? But we imagine reality. So what matters is how you imagine this reality. What matters is how you see the world. Okay, and how you see the world is a reflection of the spark inside of you. If you see goodness, if you do goodness, then goodness will come. Okay, this is also called the law of attraction. Okay, keep on going.
No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money.
Okay, this is a really important idea. What is Satan? Satan is money. It's power. Okay? So this world belongs to Satan. This world is ruled by Satan. There's nothing you can do about it. When you leave, that world is the world of God. Okay, so it's your choice. Okay, your choice is to triumph in this world or to triumph in the spiritual world. It's your choice, but you cannot have both, guys. Okay, you can be Elon Musk. You can have all this wealth in this world, but we'll see what happens to Elon Musk. After he dies. So he won't die. Okay, so his plan is I won't die, then I'm good. Okay, all right. Keep on going.
Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and in your name drive out demons, and in your name perform many miracles? Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoers.
Okay, so this is a really important idea. The Christian religion tells us that you must believe in Jesus to be saved by Jesus. All that matters is believe in Jesus. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what you say. What matters is your belief in Jesus. And what Jesus himself is telling us, no, no, no. Don't use my name. Okay? Don't follow me. Follow your heart. In fact, if you use my name, it's because you mean to do evil in this world. So the question then is, how do we get from this to the Catholic Church? Which is, nope, you must obey us, otherwise you'll be condemned to hell. Okay? And that's the topic we'll discuss next class, how the Catholic Church was created. And the argument I will make to you is that it was created by the Roman Empire. Okay? And not Jesus himself. Okay, so any questions, guys? Yeah?
Like you said that people have infinite lives, and like death is a reset of your life, and you can learn many times. But I think death will just clear a person's memory, and they won't remember the mistakes and the things that they learned.
Yeah, that's a great point. Okay, yes, exactly. So the idea is the divine spark, right? So the divine spark either glows brightly or it dims. So when you die, what goes is not the brain. You won't remember anything, the memories, but what goes is the spark. You understand? And the spark, if it glows really brightly, it goes up to a higher plane. You're closer to the monad, you're closer to God, and therefore you feel more pleasure, right? But if your spark has been dimmed, it goes to a lower place. And so what you want to do is obviously glow that spark as much as possible, right? And so again, I know this is hard to understand, but most people will not figure this out. Okay, you understand? It may take like 50 lifetimes before you figure out, you know what, I should really try to glow my spark. It may take 1,000 lifetimes, 1,000,000 lifetimes, who knows? But it's your choice. You understand? Some of us will figure out more quicker than others. Okay. So this is the thing that you must remember. Every religion teaches us that when you die, you won't remember how much money you have. You won't remember anything. Okay. But what you will remember, what you will leave behind is the amount of goodness you did or the amount of evil you did. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. Any more questions, guys? Okay, great. So next class we do the rise of the Catholic Church. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Any questions?
I like that, the spark that's within us. We have to show that spark. We have to live our life with that spark. Otherwise, we get consumed in darkness. And, that's where depression comes in and where we don't want to be alive.
And that's where the lack of forgiveness
Mm-hmm.
comes in too. Because the unforgiven or the unforgiving person, either way,
Yeah.
They can't they can't produce that light, spark of life, the spark of light. They can't do that. They're filled with darkness because they're lacking something. Either they're lacking being forgiven by you or me or someone, or they're not forgiving someone
Mm-hmm.
or themselves. It's I guess it's just the way we are as humans. It's a need as much as air, water, food, whatever. It's a need. And if we deny that need or hold it back from others, we stifle our special nature. You know, we're not dogs. We're not animals. I mean, dogs and pets are nice, but we don't wait for their light to shine.
Mm-mm.
I mean, they're not that way. We have that something that is special, that spark. And to the extent that we show it, we develop it. And I like what he said. It says we attract or draw others.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've always said this, and I do believe it. Good people find good people.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why is because they're looking for each other. That good person is looking for another good person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what does it mean, good? I'm a believer, I'm good. Well, like he brought out, it's more than just believing.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you do. And part of the doing is that being a complete giver, a forgiver.
Mm-hmm.
And when you forgive, you continue to produce something that other people need. We just do. We look for opportunities to do that. We don't want to just spin in our own little circle. Usually we want to look for someone else to share with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, what's life about? Like that's what he mentioned. What are we here for?
Purpose in life.
We're here to be that spark. We're here to inspire others. That inspire. That's within us. I know we were taught that the Holy Spirit. We pray for Holy Spirit. That's something outside of us, but really everything we need is within us. And
no, some people would feel differently.
It's true.
And some teachings are different.
Yeah.
That we, I know some of the scriptures say, beg for the Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, we just don't want to underestimate our ability. Whether or not you feel you need something, that's fine. I'm not saying that we don't need something outside of us, but the very things that we do need are within us. We just have to bring them out. And one of the things is forgiveness and, joy and being positive. We can't always have joy. We can't always be positive, but we at least have to keep moving forward. We don't want to get stuck in that.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to come on the program, we've got the StreamYard link up there. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And folks in the chat were asking about Debbie. That is so nice. You keep Debbie, in mind.
So many folks are ill.
Yeah.
Or aging.
Yeah.
Or both.
She just a little something. She she went to the emergency room Sunday.
Hello, Linda.
She had another infection, and so now there are 3 different infections in it so far, but they're doing more cultures on it and checking all of my blood counts. If those are pretty good, then I can go home with oral antibiotics. But if they aren't good, I will have to stay and be on IV antibiotics. I'm waiting for the results now. It's 1:30 a.m. So that was on Sunday, and haven't heard anything. So if anyone else has heard, I know John Marciano keeps in touch with her. Please let us know how she's doing, and we're thinking of you, Debbie.
And others who are
And
going through
others are
difficulties.
going through bad, a lot of sickness and difficulties. Happy thoughts. Please give my love to Debbie. Yes, we do. Hi, Linda.
Hello, Linda.
Hello. Hello, Uncle John and Auntie Fran. I've
Uncle
always
John.
called you that since I first met y'all. And that's just what I kept calling you, because that's
Uncle
what
John.
I decided.
You said John,
I'm so
but
sorry, Joe.
I know
I'm
you
so
mean
sorry.
Joe. That's
I
okay.
do. I've
That's
never called.
okay. Call me
I'm
anything
sorry.
you
I'm
want.
getting all my J dudes mixed up. Sorry about that.
Call me anything you
Uncle
want.
Joe.
Yeah.
Call you
How are
anything I
you,
want.
Linda? How are
I'm
you,
doing okay.
Linda?
Hi, Dallas. I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm having a really nice, relaxing day.
Good.
Yeah, this forgiveness thing has not. I still struggle with it.
I'll do.
When I have the mindset whether someone deserves to be forgiven, then I'm pretty stuck. But if I have the mindset of when I forgive others, it releases me from being in bondage with
Right.
them.
That's
Then
it.
I have this. Then I have the mindset of I'm really doing something good for myself
Yeah.
by not remaining
Yeah.
in anger with them or resentment with them. And then I think about how much rent they're taking up in my head too.
Oh,
You know,
that's
I can go
Exactly.
for days just thinking about how they done me wrong. I could write a country song and everything. It's like it's horrible, but it really it's that stinking thinking stuff that is just exhausting. Hi, Annie.
Hi,
Yeah.
Dakota.
So true. So true.
And Dakota. Hello, Dakota, young man. So handsome.
You and tell everyone hi.
Hi.
Hello. Good to see you.
Linda, the question comes, how can I get over this? Because obviously at the time, we don't see a way over it at the time. We just
Correct.
don't see a way over it. And that's
Yeah.
I that's where other people's point of view, it helps.
Yeah.
It helps.
It looks like Annie's trying to come on. She might be having some issues with her either internet. She's been having phone issues. So keep trying, Annie.
Yeah.
You might just try to get off and come back on.
The things Annie shares is always so
I know.
to the point, really good stuff. Same thing with our Gail.
Gail's on.
Hi.
Hello, Gail.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
You look good, Gail.
Pardon me?
You look good.
I do? She thinks.
Yes.
So what else is new?
Well,
What else? She always like, yeah. See, I won't even show my face right now. I ain't got my teeth in. My hair's all a mess. No way. Gail just gets all brave every week and shows up showing herself.
I'm letting my hair
Look at
grow.
you.
I'm letting my hair out gray, so I thought I looked like an old lady, but
No, you don't, Gail. You never look old.
she thinks. Well, I agree with Linda because I have the same problem. I'm struggling, but I will say, and I actually said this at a Kingdom Hall meeting. The topic was forgiveness, and I said, if somebody's still abusing you, you don't have to forgive that person to recover, because what you're doing, in essence, you're giving them permission to do it.
That's it. No,
Right.
it's so true.
It seems like, yeah.
Right. You don't have, but I will share a story that of forgiveness that's actually brought me and my sister close. I was in a fire, and my sister's son caused the fire. It burnt down. We lost everything. My sister took it out on me and blamed me.
Oh.
And even though we were both lost everything, she was sticking up it was her son's fault. He plugged all this stuff in, and there was a pop, and that the whole place went up in flames
Oh my goodness.
because he had plugged in. He plugged the air conditioner, his Xbox, the fan, all into an extension cord.
Oh my goodness.
Well, she called me 2 years ago, crying, and I'll probably start crying myself. She said, "Will you please forgive me?" And what am I going to say? No. I mean, that's my sister.
Right.
And I was waiting for her to ask for my forgiveness because I guess I wasn't going to talk to her ever again. So, and it was actually drawn us closer to one another.
Yeah,
So,
that's beautiful.
but I do have a baby sister that is an active Jehovah's Witness, and she's done some despicable things to me, but I won't forgive her unless. And I told the elders this because they butted in and told me I had to forgive her. And I said, no, I don't have to forgive my sister.
Well, there's conditions, right?
Mhm.
You have your conditions.
They said, well, that's not a Christian. And I said, I said, get the aid book out and look up forgiveness. Read what the aid book says.
Wow.
Forgiveness is repentance goes along with forgiving
That's
somebody
right.
who's abused
That's
you.
right.
Yes.
My
That's
sister's still causing trouble. She caused trouble with me and my oldest brother. And she's bad-mouthing me and still talking about me. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not giving her permission to keep abusing me.
No, that's it. No,
So he
no,
walked away and said, I'm sorry, you're supposed to forgive her. And I said, well, that's how you feel. I feel different. And that
So
was the end
true.
of that.
Yeah, no blanket. You know, the term blanket forgiveness, no blanket.
No.
No, it's based on relationship. It's based on the value. It's based on the give and the take. I mean, yeah.
Can we say hi to Annie? You got your
Back, Annie.
Hi, Annie.
connection.
Hi.
Gail.
Hi.
How's everyone tonight?
Oh, good, Annie. How are
Good.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. Interesting topic.
Yeah. It is.
I had a situation just recently that I shared with Joe and Fran. I think they may be a spinoff from my experience. But forgiveness is hard
Mm-hmm.
at times. And in my case, sometimes, well, it used to be forgiving myself was the hardest thing I could do. I don't so much have a problem with that. But yeah, I was the offender in this case. Nothing terrible, but I offended my daughter-in-law. And she was actually justified. Things she said, I understood where she came from. She was wrong about the motivation. My motivation was not as she
Right.
said.
Yeah.
And but so we talked it out. It was a little bit heated, mostly on her part. And I got emotional. And I said, well, I'm glad that we talked it out. Get it out in the air because otherwise it just festers.
Right.
My problem is I tend to, when it's all said and done and I'm by myself, I tend to kind of overreact and think, well, now I'll just pull back and I'll just stay out of their life, type thing. So I've been battling with that all day. This is my own battle. There's nobody else's battle.
Yeah.
But I just got to, I have to rethink my reactions and my fears. And so that I don't react as I did and I don't make a similar mistake that I did. And so I'm sure the forgiveness is on both sides, but I still walk away from it thinking I saw a side of her that maybe I hadn't. Well, I kind of know it's there, but it the situation brought out a side of her that makes me a little bit put the brakes on a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all
This
adjustments.
relationship, it's so
It's
true.
adjustments, but it's so good that you nipped it in the bud. I mean, Joe and I'll go through things and we have to clear it up right away. Otherwise, like you said, it festers. And
Right.
then it gets worse. It doesn't get better unless you
Right.
address
Look,
it.
I'm going to relate it right to a vehicle or any other mechanism or any other thing. Nothing nothing stays the same. If you're using it, if it's existing,
Right.
it's breaking down. It's called entropy. Nothing stays the same.
And
It's
and
where
Joe,
we.
I
Hello?
love your example of the car. I have to tell you why.
Yeah.
I got years ago. I went to get in my car and it wouldn't start. And of course, dumb car.
That's right. Piece of junk.
But then I right after that I said, but you know, I think I was talking out loud to the car. I said, but you really have been a good car. How many times did I start you when you started?
That's it.
It's just right now you can't start for whatever reason.
That's it.
So yeah, that was a very good example.
It's
But
just it's a relationship. There's a give
it
and a
is.
take there. You know, you're not going to keep driving that silly thing unless you keep giving it, but
Right.
then you're looking for it to give you. And
Yep.
now, and even like Gail, you mentioned, is with a person. If they're still doing the damage and doing what they shouldn't do, you're not getting my forgiveness. You know,
Right.
all it's doing is empowering them to continue. And no, that's not forgiveness. And at which point the relationship necessarily changes.
Right.
Yeah. This
And I know
is
that
where some people are guilted or feel maybe guilty, like, oh, but you're not forgiving. You're not forgiving them. You're not forget. It's it's your business. It's your business.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes it's best to, I won't say in a situation my ex-husband that I had, I've never forgiven him, but I chose to let it go.
Yeah.
That's
There's
let
a
it go.
difference.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I actually will never forgive him, but I just choose not to carry it around with me as a
That's it.
burden and resentment, because that only affects me, my health, the quality of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I just let it go.
You know, that's a great
So-
point, because the question becomes, do I have to forgive everything that's against me? And basically, like you said, no, but you better let it go.
Mhm.
You better let it go, because otherwise it'll always be between.
So I took Linda's advice out of just curiosity, and I got out the old aid book. I went way back,
Get
and
an aid book.
Wow, you
I went in here, and they
Did you-
actually what,
did you look
what
it up,
they say-
Beth?
I did. Under forgiveness, it's quite
It was
lengthy.
Gail. It was
But
Gail that talked about the aid book.
there's a section in here. It says,
Which one you got?
on the other hand, Christians are not required to forgive those who practice malicious,
Thank
willful
you.
sin. So it is not a requirement for those who practice the malicious, willful sin. And I thought that was very interesting that they admitted that in their aid book. So
Yeah, but they don't admit it to the Kingdom Halls.
no, they won't admit it in the hall.
We don't listen to them.
And then they
We don't
tell
listen.
you that if you don't forgive, Jehovah God's not going to forgive you. That's the guilt trip they lay on you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So is that aid book apostate information then?
It is now.
Apparently. Oh dear.
So is it a struggle?
Yeah.
It's a struggle.
Yes.
As much a struggle as it is keeping a car running. It's
Yeah.
really, and that's okay. I mean, you've been married for 60 years. It was probably easy then. It's like, no, it was probably always a struggle of some sort, and it's okay, because the goal was to maintain a relationship, a mutual relationship of give and take, and hopefully it wasn't abusive.
Right.
Yeah, if it's abusive, then
No.
you don't want to stay in a relationship that's abusive.
No.
And if people don't ask for forgiveness, they won't admit and ask for forgiveness. That's where I draw the line too, and that's where I won't forgive them probably, but I will still again choose to let it go.
Yeah. Well, then what about this? Might you feel a little self-conscious if you have to explain to them, look, this is a problem. It's like, maybe you don't think it is, but here's what's hitting me, and I have a problem with this. You're going to find out. You're going to find out where the relationship is at that point.
And not all relationships should be held on to, obviously.
Yeah.
They don't even have to be necessarily toxic, but if they're not
productive.
If they're not feeding you, feeding
Yeah.
your spirit,
Yeah.
bringing something good into your life,
Yeah.
it's best to just let that go too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Over time, if that becomes evident,
Yeah.
just over time.
No, that's a good point. You know, should relationships be meaningless? I've got a meaningless relationship with so and so. No, every relationship carries some kind of give and take.
Right.
Some kind. You know, the worst ones, unfortunately, are the ones where you might have had a high expectation and it just didn't come about. It just didn't come about the way you had planned. Or maybe vice versa. What then? You know?
Well, there's that, and then I find relationships that are one-sided where I keep reaching out, trying to build a relationship, and the other person doesn't.
Not working.
It's like some people will say, "Oh, you haven't called me a long time," and I'll go, "Well, you know, the signals run both ways, so there's no excuse for that. You can call me too." It's like some people just wait and wait for me to reach out to them. And then I realized, wow, I haven't heard from them for the longest time. So as time goes on, I just kind of let it go because it's just a one-way relationship. It's not two-way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw one more thing in there. So I just looked it up in the newer Insight.
We're on it tonight.
They
go
took
for
the
it.
part that I read from the aid book. It is removed. It is
Really?
removed from the Insight. Now it is a for sure Christian requirement, according to Insight.
Wow.
So
Good detective work. Good
I was
detective
like, wait a
work.
second. I wonder if this is updated. And
Wow.
they sure
Good
did.
for Seth.
They're going to rewrite the Bible, so I guess they can rewrite the book.
I reckon.
Oh dear. You know, I said this before, and it's one of my more sarcastic statements. We saw a sign that said, "Have you read the Bible lately?" And so I said to myself, "Why have they changed it again?" I read it before. I know what it says.
Can we say hi to Dallas?
Hi, Dallas.
Hi, Dallas.
Well, hi there, yo.
We're
How's
good,
it going,
Dallas.
Dallas?
How are you,
Well,
Dallas?
Well, I'm doing all right. Just hearing about what you said and about this forgiveness. I've had ones where I wanted to forgive, and I do forgive. The ones I love, you forgive them not because you have to, because you want to, but there's certain ones, they wrong you so many times and so serious that you just have to, sometimes it's to forgive at a distance, and sometimes you can't forgive because and you just have to cut them off from your life and move on.
That's it.
That's right, Dallas.
And that works both ways. I mean, because the others too are that way toward us, you know, and you have to expect it. I guess the longer a person lives, the more they go through relationship exchanges or developments.
Yep.
At one point in my life, I was living in an apartment building, and there was a sister and her husband. He was an elder. They were both regular pioneers, and he was an elder. And so I was really excited. I thought, wow, this is really going to be nice. So I tried to reach out. I thought I would have a friend right nearby, right?
Nope.
So I tried, and it just wasn't working out. So I asked her if we could sit and talk. I need to talk to her. She said, "Well, let me see." She checked it. I can pencil you in 10 minutes, she said.
Wow.
On such and such time. And I said, "No, I need more than 10 minutes." So we finally did. We finally did sit down and talk. And I don't remember all the conversation, but when it was all said and done, basically what came out of it is that you're just not my kind of people.
Huh.
And so that was the end of that.
Wow.
She
Wow.
she had no desire to be my friend.
Wow.
And I was a nobody.
That
Never
hurts.
had a title. I wasn't married to someone with a title.
That
Right.
hurts.
It is terrible.
And she basically said it in that many words. You're
Wow.
just not my kind of people.
She was letting her darkness shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, not her spark.
Not her spark.
Yeah. And here
Yeah.
she was, an elder's wife and a regular pioneer, both of them. Amazing.
You know what I did that helped, and it took me a good couple of years with my youngest sister. I spoke to the elders about it because I can be a wise guy sometimes. My sister, to bust him on me after my dad died, she started going to the Kingdom Hall where I was. She was going to one hall, but then she found out I was going to this other hall. So she shows up. And I'm sorry, the Italian in me came right out at the middle of the meeting.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And I couldn't help myself. And she'd come in she's like Joan Crawford and Betty Davis with the hats, and she'd have the gloves. I actually blurted something out, so the whole congregation heard me. And I don't know what I called her. I called her an idiot. I said, you've got to be. I don't know. I said something, and I got in trouble. I got in trouble for that one. So what did my little baby sister do? So I'm telling you, she's like actually, where she lives, 2 people asked me if my sister was a witch because she's always in black with black hats.
Wow.
She wouldn't tell my brother what I did. He wanted to call the elders and find out who was lying, my sister. So I headed the elders off the pass and said, my oldest brother, I said, you think I'm bad? He's 100% the Spitfire Italian. And he's like Charles Bronson. I said, don't answer his phone calls. Well, he did call the Kingdom Hall, but they didn't return this call. Well, I said to my brother, what makes you think the elders are going to sit down with you and me and our sister and hash over all our family stuff? That's not happening.
No.
But he finally called me and said he loved me, so I let that go because he thinks my baby sister walks on water, but that's okay. I prayed to God and I was able to get it because I was holding it in and I'm saying to myself, I'm the one that's suffering and she's walking around like Betty Davis, nothing's happening. And I'm there suffering. I can't. I'm sick to my stomach. I wanted to drive over to where she lived and punch her face in, but I couldn't do that either.
You know, Gail, there's an Italian saying. It's bastans. Means enough is enough. I'm through with it.
Well, that's what I finally did. I asked God to forgive me, and I actually prayed for her. I was being a good person. I prayed for her. Yeah. But did it work? No.
Well, it did. I mean, that's personal.
Well, it worked for me, but it didn't work for her. She's still going to the Kingdom Hall.
But you're not responsible for her. Right?
No.
That's personal development. Personal development takes time.
But I do thank God I'm nothing like her. I thank him for that. That I'm not like my sister.
Families are tough.
They are. And you gotta laugh. You have to laugh about
tough.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there's another family-related type of topic. It's, what are you going to do for Christmas?
Me?
Well, anyone.
Well,
including
you too.
My
kids.
You too.
Yeah, what are you going to do? What's everyone doing for Christmas or Christmas Eve or whatever?
What does it mean to you all?
So I did share that we're doing a Christmas dinner, that if anyone comes to the area, you're definitely invited.
Well, that's really nice.
Absolutely.
And tell us the area again, Seth.
So here in the Ozarks, Springfield, Missouri, if you happen to come down, I don't care. We'll add another chair at the table. You know, we'll make a place for you to sleep. Right now it's cold here.
That's
We got to fix our furnace, but yeah, we'd love to have some ExJW friends join us. Yeah, Yeah, that'll be here.
That's really
So we're
nice.
doing that. We're hosting. We're terrified, but we're actually hosting on the 20th. Because everyone, smaller families probably want to do Christmas or whatever alone. But we're gonna do our first dinner, big dinner. Probably we're gonna set up 2 or 3 tables, long tables, bunch of chairs, good food.
I bet you feel good about that, Seth.
We're feel good about it. We're nervous.
No,
But,
well, I understand. That's
but we're
good.
looking forward because this is actually many of the people coming are formerly affiliated with the JW organization,
that's great.
and they've never really experienced anything either. So even though some of them have been out for 20 years now,
Wow.
they've never experienced it because their family was already older and moved off and things, so they
Right.
just didn't do much with it. So we're excited. We're doing a secret Santa gift exchange.
Yep.
That's a good one.
So we're gonna have fun with it. So but to Felicia and I, what it means is it doesn't necessarily, we're Christians, but we don't believe it's the birth of Christ, but we do, think of things in a Christian manner. We take this time to reflect on the birth of Jesus and what it means for us.
And
So
think of the giving.
that's where I'm at.
And think of the giving. I mean, more happiness with giving. Oh my goodness.
And we've got some Christmas cards to send out, and I'm late in doing it. And I haven't even printed them out yet. I prepared them. I just haven't got it ready yet. So anyway, I want to send one to everyone.
Thank you, Seth.
Nice one, Seth.
It looks like Apostle Dude or 9 Villages is on.
Hi, Apostle Dude.
I don't know if you can hear me,
Yes,
but
we
I
can
can't
hear
hear
you
you.
well.
Yes.
Yep, you have the
I
floor.
can't
We
hear
can
you very well, so that's why I'm in and out a little bit. I'm trying to.
No, you're good. You're good.
But it's a real mess when I don't know what y'all are saying because I'm a conversationalist. I don't do what are they? What are those guys at night do?
Monologue.
Monologue.
So anyway, yeah, forgiveness. Hello, everybody. Haven't been around in a while. Been enjoying the show over the weeks.
Thank you.
But this thing with forgiveness is really interesting because I got a lot of very live, ongoing effects from people that have messed with my life. So I kind of feel like it was my fault. I share in the responsibility for letting bad direction be received by me. So I want to hold it right there. But this consequence of like coming after you for being a quote apostate or something after you, I mean, there's a lot to know about how evil they are. And I know most of it. And it's not easy to just say, wow, because like I said before in a couple of threads, I said, this thing about suicide, and I shouldn't use that word, it's bad on the internet, and shunning, and they know the blood transfusions, they know the numbers, and they carry on, and boy, it's hard to watch, man. I mean, and so I kind of manage it. But yeah, forgiveness is, if you don't forgive, you're making yourself a bigger victim than you already have been.
That's so true.
So
that's so true.
So I struggle. I'm telling you, I struggle.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm sorry I can't hear everybody very well. I might have to leave.
Thank you.
Great show.
Dude. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining.
Well, he did hit the nail right on the head with that, though. I mean, it's a big struggle, but it's the only path forward. Because if not, you live in the past.
Well, look, sometimes people have to give us the chance to make up for something.
Correct.
It's like, when's he gonna give me or do the thing that he needs to do? When's he going to? And then sometimes I think, when are they going to? I think we're all swimming in that same sea. Where we're looking to each other for something that the other needs, but we're really not sure, or maybe we're really not ready. We're not ready to give it. And that counts a lot. The readiness, it really does. Some say you should be ready right now. Well, it doesn't work that way.
No.
It doesn't work. I'm not ready right now.
No.
So that's where, again, they forget. I will give them time. I guess it's called grace, right? You know, for example, I have a beef sometimes with all the ones that are still in that. In my mind, a simple mind, it says, well, if they weren't in, the organization wouldn't be as strong as it is. But on the other hand, who wants to suffer loss? And I totally get it. I
So
get it.
to say that, Joe, I have a very, very Felicia and I have a very, very close family friend who is still, she's physically in but mentally out. And it bugs me. Why don't you just leave? Just leave. Just get up and go. You don't, but I mean, all the time. And it's like, and sometimes I find myself, you know, sitting there. Come on, just do this. I don't know how hard it could be. Come on, I did it, Felicia. But you are losing something. So, you know, putting yourself into someone else's shoes can help with the forgiveness as well.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
don't think about that.
Yeah. Remembering that everyone's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different substance to lose. Perhaps they're weighing what they'd rather lose, you know. So that's something each individual has to make their choice with.
Yep. Back to that question Joe asked about what everyone is doing for Christmas. The reason why we asked, and we did put a short video out, was that what's that?
I think it was a background.
Oh, okay. Because even if you were raised a witness and now all of a sudden you've got all this freedom, some people really don't want to celebrate the holidays. They don't get into that holiday cheer, and that's fine. So everyone has their own way. You know, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Maybe you want to make your own. I know Linda has mentioned make your own. What's the word I'm looking for?
Special
Tradition. You know, start a new tradition. You know, you don't have to do what others are doing. So anyone have anything to say about that?
I do.
Yeah.
Well, go to somewhere that's open on Christmas. So just go out for some Indian food or something like that.
Something different.
Yeah, that's
one of
different.
my favorites. It is Indian.
That's a different approach.
We did one Christmas. We were away, and we went to.
It was last year.
Last year
we went to Denny's. Yeah.
Denny's for Christmas.
Yeah, and it was good.
And you should see all the people there. Basically,
wow,
there was a Christmas.
Yeah, it was
time
great.
together. It was amazing.
We were
It's
on
so
the road. We
interesting.
were traveling. It was close to our hotel.
Yep.
We didn't have to go drive.
Yeah.
It was in Virginia, and it was nice.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't know is how empty places like Disney World, and these places are open on Christmas.
And we were traveling. It was close to our hotel. Oh, I think we're getting from a pasta dude. I think we're getting some background noise.
Someone's echoing.
There you go. Okay, he muted it.
There we go.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, how empty places like Disney World and all that places are on Christmas Day. I didn't know that was. It was empty. So I know a lot of people choose to go there, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I would like that would be a cool tradition.
The movies too. A lot of people go to the movies.
The movies.
You know,
Anna.
I'm sorry, but I can apologize because I can't hear you. Just for Shauna's information, she's telling me my mic's muted. What I'm doing is I'm listening on the television to follow the conversation, and then I'm putting the mic on if I got something to say. And this isn't that important for me to tell you, but it will help Shauna, I guess. So
good.
Anyway, carry on. Good. Disneyland, Disney World.
You know, I'm gonna play a darker side, and this is something that one of our friends brought up, and he's got experience.
Oh, yes.
He stated that unfortunately the holiday season time is filled with a lot of emergency room visits for tragic events. That's that S side thing. Because it hits people in a way that reaches into their sadness, to their personal lack of meaning, to their God knows what. But unfortunately, that's what that means to a lot of people. So it maybe we can keep our eyes open for that with others.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
You know,
Because
give someone a call.
Mhm.
But Wednesday evening will be Christmas Eve. We'll be having our program. So, you know, think of something that
And
you
it's
might
just
want
a program.
Yeah.
Felicia,
we're not stringing garland or anything like that.
Felicia and I,
Here.
we talked about, though, you know, like for ones with a small family, like we have this little brat thing that he's for sale. But we have him, even though the Christmas season is foreign to us, it's something that we're trying to learn. We're doing it also for him. If it was just us, I don't know what we would do. But we have, you know, our little one. So for a lot of people, I know that don't have that, and getting your mind wrapped around doing something that would have to be very difficult. I mean, we have motivation, so others who don't, I can see where it would be an extremely hard thing to get into.
Yes.
Well, you will see. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it yours, Seth. That's what you're doing by extending yourself and opening it up to others. That in itself is special.
Yeah, January has a high rate of suicides. It's because of the aftermath of the holidays, and you know the commercials too have a lot to do. I mean, I was looking at the commercials the other day. How everything looks so beautiful. The trees, they get this beautiful table setting, and then you have people who don't have the means, and some people are by themselves, or some people, you know, there's been a lot of fires in my state, and you know, there was one girl here. I actually gave her. She's the one I gave my turkey to. Now she has nothing to celebrate. I have a girlfriend that called me today. And we were bawling our eyes out. Her son overdosed, and you know, she had me bawling my eyes out talking about
my
her
goodness.
son. I mean, can you imagine? 42 years old. He's got 3 kids. His little 10-year-old found him dead in the tub.
Oh my goodness.
And, you know, they're not going to have a good holiday thinking about.
No.
And she cried so much I started crying with her.
Oh, sure.
And she's such a nice person. That's her only son too. And you know what's sad? She's I graduated from high school. She has twin sisters. 5 members in her family have all overdosed and died.
Oh dear.
5 of them. I don't know what's wrong with the family. It's just a terrible tragedy that all these they've lost all their children.
Wow.
Overdoses. I don't understand it. And then the nicest people, I just don't understand it. I really don't.
There's no explanation.
I know some people seem to get hit with one tragedy after another, after another, after another. I don't know. I don't have an explanation for it.
And what do you say to somebody? You know, you can only say here, I'm sorry, 1,000,000 times. I didn't know what to say to her. I just told her I'd like to take her out for coffee or something after the holidays. Or do
That
something.
would be nice. Yeah, just to give her some companionship.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine finding my son in the tub dead. I just can't.
I can't either.
I don't know if I would survive that.
Really tragic. That's really tragic. On Christmas Day, that very night of Christmas Day, I'll be doing a live show like I did on Thanksgiving Day. So just for us to kind of check in with each other at the end of the day. So if anybody experienced a good day or drama, they can share it there. Or if they, were by themselves like I'm going to be, and I was on Thanksgiving Day too. So I'll be doing a show that night.
What time is it going to be? Midnight?
At 9 p.m.
Oh, so it's midnight.
Yeah, midnight for you, yeah. 9 p.m. on California Pacific time.
Okay.
Making yourself available for others is such a giving thing too. That's awesome. I love it.
I absolutely. It
Hey,
is.
Steph, if I wasn't going to Vermont, I'd fly into Missouri. and come and join you.
Hey, did you say Missouri? Well, Gigi, if you go to Missouri to see Seth, I hope, like I did, it wasn't in Missouri, that you get to try some St. Louis pizza.
Really?
Louis
Oh. Is
See,
it like Chicago
Dallas
pizza?
always brings it back to the food.
One of my favorite. It is one. How about some toasted ravioli, which is breaded and fried?
Smokes.
Oh, I love toasted ravioli.
Oh, it's so
Toasted
good.
ravioli.
I think that's a new
St.
thing.
Louis special.
Wow.
With
Wow.
marinara sauce?
Yeah.
And the St. Louis style, so it's thin, but it's made with Provel.
What's
Wow.
that?
It's
Cheese.
it's hybrid. It's a combination of provolone, Swiss, white cheddar.
Oh, wow.
So good.
Wow.
Sounds good.
Classy. Classy.
Dakota, please.
I'd love to. I'd love to be able. How about some Christmas carols? You can listen to the.
Hey, Dallas.
What's
Have you?
Christmas carols?
Did you ever eat any of the Ozark Mountain oysters? Do you know what those
Oh,
are?
jeez.
Oh, what are those?
I know what they.
Seth, knock it out.
Dallas. Yeah, Dallas is there.
I think
Dallas, where'd you go?
I'm here.
What are you
Got-
doing?
Got this. You can look this online.
What is it?
Christmas
It's-
carols.
It's a record.
It look like all ladies.
No, I don't know.
Jingle bells?
I don't know. But Dakota wanted to sing Jingle Bells.
Jingle bells.
Let them go ahead.
Oh,
Let 'em
are you ready?
Okay.
Jingle bells, jingle bells,
jingle
all the way.
Jingle all the way.
what
Oh,
fun
what
it
fun
is to
it
ride
is
in
trying
a
to
one-horse
run the
open
horse out of the
sleigh.
sleigh.
Hey, your
Jingle
turn.
Jingle
bells,
bells,
jingle bells,
jingle.
jingle all the way. You singing, Dakota?
Oh, what?
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a
One
one-horse
horse
open
and
sleigh.
sleigh.
Yay!
Seth, teach him the next stanza of that. Yeah,
What is it?
he'll learn it.
I'll let Joe. I'll let you teach him.
No,
No.
he'll learn it. He'll learn it.
I want your job and say, hey.
Hey,
Oh, thank you. All right.
You're natural.
love it.
You did it. Good job, Coco. High five.
He's adorable.
He's something.
Very good job. He's amazing. Amazing.
5 minutes.
Well, thank you for all
Faith.
being a part, everybody. And
Why, you hanging up on us?
Well,
Well,
we got about
Oh, okay.
7 minutes if anybody
7
wants to say anything. We appreciate you all coming on, and we appreciate Sean and Vern fixing my faith.
Yep.
Check them out. We have short
Yeah.
videos during the week if anyone wants to watch those. We try to keep them under 20 minutes. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, Joe and Fran, please do. We understand if you can't. Some people are PMO and they don't want their, family finding
Right.
out that they're watching
right.
non-Jehovah Witness videos.
Yeah, that's
So we
understandable.
understand.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say one more thing about please, it's getting close to the time. The deadline is December 9th for Vern. Donating on the GoFundMe. So that's December 9th. December 3rd. So we only have like 6 more days. Remember, it's Canadian dollars you get it, which stretches further from US dollars.
Yeah.
Go right there to the ExJWFriends website. And if you can just give a little. If you can't,
Every little
send
bit
well
helps.
wishes. But every little bit helps them. So
Thank
be
you,
sure.
Seth.
Thank you, Steph.
Absolutely.
I'm really glad you brought that up, Seth, because I was going to ask Shauna, they had a certain amount that they were going to reach, and they've reached a good amount so far, but I'm wondering if the donations can last beyond his his event, because over time it can add up. I needed to ask Shauna that question. Are we going to still be able to donate after the 10th?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we can.
Maybe Shauna
any
can.
time,
Yeah,
too.
maybe Shauna can come on if you're there listening,
Okay.
Shauna, about the donation for the GoFundMe for Burn.
I'm thinking if they don't close it out, we still can. And,
Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can. Yeah.
you know, bills are bills, and, you know, they pay a certain amount monthly or whatever, and eventually it gets paid off. So I'm thinking if we have a certain amount we want to give,
That's right.
we can do that, or even, you know, a small amount monthly or whatever. But what's good about that is it's not set up in such a way that it is every single month. It's when you go there and when you set it up, you know, to give.
And I'm not sure about the going back and forth between US dollars and Canadian dollars. I don't know how all that works if you have to go through GoFundMe, but I'm sure there's another way to do it as well afterward. Maybe.
Well,
Just
on
a thought.
on the GoFundMe. Oh, here's Shauna.
Yeah, there she is.
Hello. So I did hear, I think, most of the conversation. Thanks for asking, Apostle Babe. I think we can
Sure.
leave it open.
Good.
I think we can. Ultimately, we're just trying to make this appointment happen. So, yeah, no, it's a good question. Like, ideally, we're going to close it just as soon as we can achieve our goal. So he's
Okay,
had
good.
his blood work already. That was all yesterday. So they are lining things up. We have an appointment on Friday with the anesthesiologist. So we are just kind of trucking along, you know, and like I said, we have our trailers listed. That's been a little bit slow. And I'm looking at medical loans too. So like we're really trying to just make this happen. So sorry I ran here. Oh well, and I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Yeah. So because there is no family really to fall back on, and there's this family. Pardon me, I don't mean to offend anybody. We've had a ton of support already, and I just seriously. Okay, now I'm going.
And the support.
Sorry.
The support that you and Vern have shown us is what makes it come very natural for me to want to donate to this. And I do think others have that mindset as well, you know. So I'm glad you set that up for us to have that opportunity.
So I've been contacted by a lot of people personally and on Discord as well. And, you know, just if I could give. And I feel the exact same way because I know people are hurting so much right now. Like I was talking to somebody the other day about how, like, I wish I could give her money because she can't afford gifts for her grandkids this year. You know, like just little things like that. So I think I might maybe try the lotto because you never know if something's going to give. No, but no, I do appreciate the time tonight and thank you guys for bringing it up. So it's seriously, your support means a lot. So thank you.
You're welcome, Shauna.
And thank you, Shauna, for everything that you do, and Vern, and all the channels that you support.
Well, and just really quickly, since I've already hogged your stage, I just would like to invite everybody to Discord this month. I'm just quickly loading it up here because I wasn't prepared. But share this right now. But just in for the holiday season, we are going to honor it this year. So you can see here, we have our holiday lounge set up. The fire is already going. So I will pop an invite into the Discord, or pardon me, into the chat here. So yeah, if you just want to come by, we're collecting recipes this year. We're hoping to put together a PDF cookbook at the end of this month, and distribute it to whoever wants it and all our server members. So we're hoping to get some contributions there, and we have a channel just for people to share their pet pictures and stuff like that. You can see these are just brand new. So yeah. Oh yeah. I saw actually all your pet pictures are still on my tablet.
Oh,
so
good. Thank you.
Yeah. So please do stop by. I'll get that link up in the chat here right away.
A cookbook is such a big deal, I really, because like I don't have access to one that family members have. You know how people will have a cookbook of all their family members putting recipes in there, and I don't have one. So this is really exciting to me.
Yeah, well, I'm
That's
hoping
really a
that we.
cool idea.
State cookbook.
I know that
Like
Jay,
apostate
who's
cookies.
one of our moderators, he's also on Discord, and he's told me that he's going to share some of his grandma's recipes that she would make for the holidays. So hopefully we'll have a nice selection after. So yeah.
Wow.
That would be nice,
Maybe show how to
Shauna.
make the kuchidan.
Yeah.
Maybe you can video that.
Okay, we'll try. Yeah, because I'm going to
Because
be
you're
over.
making the
Yeah, we're going to
kuchidan.
be making the kuchidat with my brother. So maybe I can do a short video. Hi, Paul.
How are you, Paul?
Oh, you're muted. Got to unmute.
Oh, cool.
There you
How
go.
about that?
Good.
Now.
Now we can hear you.
Heard someone talking about food. I'm like, crap, I'm hungry. But you guys are talking about pasta. Has anyone ever had fried spaghetti?
Well, someone just mentioned fried something or other.
Oh, I heard
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. Fried ravioli.
Yeah.
Toasted ravioli.
This is the Ozarks. We do everything fried.
Oh, I'm from Tennessee, so I'm like 2 steps ahead of you. We eat everything fried, and we eat anything that moves. And if it doesn't move, we take a stick and we move it, and we fry it, and we eat it. But
Barbecue, yo.
oh yeah, so you take
Crawfish,
spaghetti, you make it
alligator.
Huh?
Crawfish, alligator.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. So what you do is you take your spaghetti and you cook it like normal, and you let it sit in the refrigerator overnight, and then you pull out your cast iron skillet because it holds a bunch of heat, and you put some oil on the bottom of it, and you throw the spaghetti in it, and when it starts sizzling, you put some more sauce on there, and then you throw cheese on top of it, and you cook it until the cheese gets crusty.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all I got to add.
But it's good.
Thanks, Paul.
But it's good.
Anyway.
Thank you.
I think I lost you guys. I don't know what happened. Everything went quiet.
You made us hungry.
Yeah,
Thanks.
everything went quiet. All right, I'm logging out.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for coming on. Thank you all for
Well,
coming
thank
on.
you. Stop dropping by.
Yeah, thank you. And we'll see you next week. Look forward to it. Thank you.
Love you all.
Love you.
Night,
Thank you.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Good night.
We're
Good
gonna
night, y'all.
We're gonna keep
night.
living
Good
our
night.
lives with love
Bye-bye.
and
Oh, good night,
forgiveness.
Yeah,
Dakota.
good night, Dakota.
Good night,
Night,
See you,
Dakota.
Dakota.
Love
Bye,
you.
honey.
Night.